Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another one. Another reaction on the one and only Mystelics. Mystelics Reacts channel. Big up all yourself for being a part of these vibrations. Big up the entire Mystelics family from across the universe, man. The universe, brothers and sisters. Big up the Mystelics YouTube family. Hand clap to every single one of you guys for definitely tuning into these vibrations. From the Heavenly Father to Yeshua, brothers and sisters. Of course, tomorrow is his birthday. So, of course, Merry Christmas goes out to every single one of you guys on behalf of Yeshua himself, brothers and sisters. Of course, we're celebrating Yeshua's birthday. Hopefully, you guys don't eat too much, you know. And of course, giving your friends and family some gifts and so forth in that regard right there. But I do appreciate every single one of you guys. So, of course, coming from me and the Mystelics family as a total, Merry Christmas goes out to every single one of you guys, all the Mystelics family, and those who are not the Mystelics family yet. So, of course, with that said right there, if you want to become part of the Mystelics family, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to come through. Subscribers and sisters. So, of course, you'll be notified when I upload my videos right here. And don't forget to do what, brothers and sisters, click the thumbs up button right there. Click it, man. Click it, man. Click it, click, clack, click, clack. All right, brothers and sisters. Click the thumbs up button. Click the like button. I would appreciate that right there, of course, to help push these videos further and further out there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, we have this sentiment that you're clearly seeing right there, brothers and sisters. And, of course, this was a memo sent out to Dominica breaking news. And, of course, it got my attention right there. I was actually scrolling through when I saw this. And, of course, I thought I'd put it out there. Of course, there's assistance needed. Interesting stuff. Christmas time, brothers and sisters, assistance is needed. This individual was saying, I am an unemployed mother who is in urgent need of a life-saving operation. I want you guys to pay attention to what's going on right there. Life-saving operation. This operation is preventing me from being able to get a job because of it. Of course, it is definitely affecting this person's health negatively. Presently, this individual is having problem breathing normally and even moving around. And of course, this individual is saying, I'm trying to raise 2,600 EC dollars to cover major costs to restore their health right there. Once that operation is done, the doctor indicated that I will be able to live a normal life once again. Interesting. If you are interested in assisting, please contact DBN right there. Now, I'm not sure. DBN probably knows more than I do on that regard right there. Or maybe somebody reached out to DBN to put this out there. And most likely, they probably did not verify what is being stated right there. But like I indicated before, brothers and sisters, this person pointed, when I read this stuff, it's something very important pointed out to me. But before I point that out, brothers and sisters, I must say that in time before, I think from October, of course, you guys know, those individuals on my WhatsApp knew that there was somebody who called me, you know, trying to get me to join some group, and I had to give them my number in this regard right there, and in terms of some number that they sent to me. But they were pretty much trying to take over the WhatsApp group. Obviously, they would need the code. Normally, when you switch in phones and this kind of things, you get a code on your phone, the actual phone where the number is attached to it, and you have to put that code into that new phone, and therefore, it'll be, you know, accepted. Most likely, this person was trying to overtake my phone right there. There's another situation, of course, where I was part of a group and an individual messaged me saying, can you help me in this regard to clear a barrel and this kind of things there? I need this money, is what, and blah, 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 and this kind of things there. When it comes to find out, it is actually not true at all right there. The person just wanted to see if they can get some money. Obviously, they believe that you would not look into it and then you'll just give them the money to clear the barrels that they say is on the port. Obviously, there are people on the port to find out if that is the case, if there's any name. Anyways, let me leave that alone right there. So that was a scam right there. Now, it's very interesting when I look at this one right there, brothers and sisters, and I have to point it out right there. This person is saying life-saving operation. A life-saving operation, yet they're asking for 2,600 EC dollars. Now, it'll make more sense if it was closer to 2,600 US dollars, but EC dollars, that's like 1,900 and something, $965,000, if that be the case right there. 965 US dollars is a life-saving operation, and you're talking about breathing, you're not breathing properly, and you're trying to raise 2,600 EC dollars. Brothers and sisters, I'm not saying that this person might not need help. You might have to contact Dominica Breaking News on that regard, but I am saying be very, very careful, because that whole situation does not make any sense at all. Maybe the person meant $26,000. I think if it was $26,000, that would make more sense, you know? 10,000 US dollars or 900 and something thousand, 900 and something. You get the point, brothers. You get the point. 900 and something $1,000, brothers and sisters, in that regard, right? 900, no, brothers and sisters. Oh, anyways, You get 9,600, no, 9,965, maybe around that region, right there, US dollars in that regard. But $2,600 for life-saving operation. And you're talking about respiratory, you're not breathing properly. What are they gonna do? Poke you for a needle or something? Is that the case? $2,600. I personally think this is a scam, brothers and sisters, and as a result of that, I'm telling people to be mindful of that regard. I saw a comment, and I agreed with the comment right there. That person is stated, I need to find the doctor's number. The person is going to be doing the information and all the information regarding this very same sentiment right there, because $2,600 is very low for a breathing issue. That is life-saving right there. Now, it could be wrong, brothers and sisters. I don't know the full scope of this. I'm just saying, be mindful. There have been a number of scams right there. Of course, I got about 2 or 3 of them already. 2 of them I can name offhand right there. I told you guys about them. And the third one, I can't remember exactly, but I remember that was earlier this year in that regard right there. So be mindful of people coming and say, oh, we need things. They know around Christmas time, people just go to the bank and stuff for them to get, monies and stuff. Talking about that, brothers and sisters. Let's check this one out right there. And this is it right there, brothers and sisters. As you can clearly see, there are quite a bit of people in the NCCU region. I'm guessing they're either receiving monies from their families overseas, or they have collected enough funds inside the NCCU for them to be able to go and do some Christmas shopping. Ham is $400 and something. So people have to go to the bank. You can't just get that just like that, no? No, not in the nature of the Caribbean, Dominica, brothers and sisters. So quite a bit of people are there. They're not in the ATMs, not the ATM. No, they're not there. The ATM area, clear, you see me? But we've seen people going into the bank, so most likely maybe their family members or friends sent money for them. And as a result of that, people are able to go and see if they can get some. Oh, yes, families send monies for you. It's very interesting when you look at these brothers and sisters. Have you ever sent money for your family members overseas? Well, they probably don't want monies, brothers and sisters. But have you sent some kako tea and some stuff, lemongrass, dry fish, something of that sort, brothers and sisters? Have you ever done this? Or is it just one way where people are sending you monies right there? National Cooperative Credit Union. Are people just gonna go and pick up their monies and stuff, see if they can get a little something. At first when I saw this, I was like, what? Credit union giving money? Let me pass. Let me see if I can pass and get some too. I also saw a video, I think SKERRIT was handing out letters. Not letters, they was giving gifts or something of that sort. I don't know what it is, brothers and sisters. But people look like they're collecting some monies. Things are hard in the nature island of the Caribbean. Government don't helping people. They're helping themselves. That stuff is another thing, brothers and sisters. I also have some more bad news for you. More bad news. Wow, all right. Light bill to increase. I actually studied this in a previous reaction right there. But light bill to increase in December. And of course, you know why? Because people are going to collect money, so they know that people have more money to get to pay their light bill, brothers and sisters. Light bill to increase. Internet and cable and wireless. Is it now? Flow, internet, whoever, Digicel flow. Apparently, internet and cable going up. But more money coming in, brothers and sisters. So all the money that all you can be collecting there, if all you getting money from all the family members from overseas, well, you going into these things right there. Going into light bill, extra bill for you guys. Going to internet and cable, that gone up. Water bill, mandatory. Extra fees. Woo, the government is very happy about that. Government extortion, this individual sitting right there. Usage or not pay extra or get disconnected. And obviously, if you get disconnected, you have to pay reconnection fee. Maybe plus the $15 that you have no idea why you're paying it for. But, that is what they put in on the backs of the people, and the people are staying quiet. Well, if that's what you want, well, you get it for Christmas. Christmas is here, brothers and sisters. Have fun. Get money from overseas. Spend it on bill. Guess what went up 3 times in 2 years, They don't need no Christmas bonus. Now, brothers and sisters, their salary went up 3 times. Minister's salary went up at least 3 times. At least. I say at least because I remember one point in time, it went up by 50%. I was shocked by that. But anyways, they indicated that the government ministers were getting paid too low. Okay. So that is another situation right there. So that the people who are getting all these monies and they're so good for you. All right. You might need to get some more. because all you still will not be able to afford the ham. But it has some ham going around, brothers and sisters. It had some ham that came from overseas somewhere. I think it's America it come from, you know. And ham cheap in America. So if you are, imagine, brothers and sisters, ham coming on. I wonder, a thought came to mind, brothers and sisters, as ham is coming on to Dominica, and most likely the people who are bringing the ham to Dominica are not paying duty on these hams. It's a huge possibility. And then some of them probably pick it up and then they sell it in the stores. If Astafan is selling it for $411 or $416, whatever it is, brothers and sisters, if they are selling at that, they might sell it at $300, even though they get the ham for free. Because we know not all of you that get ham eating ham. Okay? I used to get ham from Ross. I never eat it. I used to give it to people. Give it to my aunt or give it to my mother. You know, those kind of things. What? Doesn't matter who I give it to. They would still present and, you know, people eat. So I just thought I'd put this out right there. All right. Hopefully, you get enough money to buy ham, brothers and sisters. Obviously, we see the sentiment right there. Dennis Charles, of course. Dennis Charles was one of the individuals who were very happy about DOMLEC's purchase by the government. The day that our electricity company was sold for a penny, and I posted this already, brothers and sisters, but I have to repost it because Dennis Charles was so excited about that right there. Was one of the saddest days in Dominica. In reality, it was one of the best days in Dominica because Dominicans used to pay less for electricity when the electricity was sold. The Sufria constituency congratulates the Prime Minister for correcting the injustice to Dominica. And promise made, promise delivered. Apparently, we need to send that promise back. We don't want it. Send it back. You know, send it all the way back, brothers and sisters, because Dominicans are paying extra. Now, I also prepared for this stuff, you know, brothers and sisters. I also know these kind of things were happening. So I had certain meters that can actually lessen your electricity bill or your consumption. You can be using the same consumption, you know, but because you have certain devices that you plug into your electricity, it then regulates, it limits that. So I have certain devices. I think I plug them on two certain aspects of my thing. I think I need to bring down two more. I need to bring down some. When I'm coming down, brothers and sisters, I need to bring down so I can help out my other people them. You know, if you don't want to look out for yourself, that's your business. Okay? You want to stay quiet and say, oh, I need help, please, somebody help me. But you keep constantly voting for the government to keep you down. Make it make sense to me, brothers and sisters. Don't make sense to me, so, you know, I have to help those who really want to get the help, you know, in that regard, right there, so they can get less, pay less. You know that, right? There are devices out there. You can Google it yourself, you know, and see if it's a joke I'm making. I have been using it for about a year and a half. No, I know my electricity bill. Shoop! Yes, brothers and sisters. So that stuff is another situation right there. All right, so anyways, Dennis Charles was happy about that. DOMLEC is ours again. She's steady right there. And of course, you can see it looking like a Christmas thing around this. This is not, no, this has happened. Anyways, indicated a wrong done to the people of Dominica by the United Workers' Party has been undone by the DLP government today, March 31st, 2022, right there. Can we truly say that that has been an injustice? Because I think what is happening to Dominicans now is the greatest injustice that they have ever faced in the entire life. Tell me a lie. Water bills skyrocket. Electricity bills skyrocket. You're making less money. Plus your money value dropping because of inflation. But you have to pay all kind of extra fees that you don't need to pay. The government that put it on their backs because they know they have screwed up and decided to do what? Put it on the backs of the people who are already not making much money. I told you guys this is exactly what's gonna happen, and so said, so done. Okay, it's not blight I put in the country. It's very easy to look at the trends right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, SKERRIT had this whole notion with you know, the stocks, you know, about DOMLEC and so forth. I have a long video there, so let's take a listen to what SKERRIT is saying there.
Okay, you will completely.
That humming noise is not my part, as you can clearly see. It's not on my part, or clearly here, it's not on my part.
Insulated from any political consideration. You show DOMLEC now?
Yes, DOMLEC.
Now, DOMLEC is a private company.
Yes, Dominica is a private company, but as clearly seen, not Shakira, what's her name again? Dominica is a private company, SKERRIT says. But if it's a private company, how did Dominica end up buying it back? It's private, not true? It's so private that the government had to buy it. And then it became private. How does the government buy something then that becomes private? I don't know. You guys can help me understand that right there.
I'm an employee of DOMLEC. DOMLEC has a PRO, DOMLEC has managers, DOMLEC has general managers.
It also has a regulating board. And the regulating board also, because remember the former manager who left Dominica to go and work in Barbados, I believe it is, who indicated that Dominica needed certain things and Dominica can actually get it, but it's not getting it. Why? That's the question right there. So interesting that then SKERRIT them decide to let the government buy things to then rent to DOMLEC. So the government renting things to a private company, SKERRIT, that you guys bought back? Really? Okay.
I'm just a little Prime Minister. So DOMLEC should be talking to the people. They have a duty and obligation to speak to the people.
Yeah, they have a duty to speak to the people. But like I indicated before, Dominica has a regulation board. All right? I think you call it IRC. Okay, great. They regulate DOMLEC. And who is in top of it, SKERRIT? Who is in top of the IRC now? Correct me if I'm wrong, SKERRIT. Correct me if I'm wrong, SKERRIT. But you'll come and tell the people nonsense, wouldn't it? Really? I mean, we have to look at... Boy, some of all you just wouldn't get it. Because the thing is, some of you all you guys don't watch my videos in entirety. So then you come and make comments, you know, and because you don't listen to the video, then I have to come back in the comment and then tell you what I said. Well, I stopped doing that. 2025, we stopped doing that. Okay. Listen to the whole video and you'll get the whole gist. Tell your friends and family that are watching, listen to the whole video. All right.
They can't have people assuming things. And it shouldn't be left to me to keep addressing DOMLEC issue.
Why not? Weren't you the ones who bought back DOMLEC? And then put the people under stress? Because the people didn't have stress before you guys came in, SKERRIT. Did the people have stress before, brothers and sisters, under the terms of DOMLEC expenditure? It has skyrocketed still since you guys, forget about everything I said there, brothers and sisters. SKERRIT them were the ones who bought back DOMLEC. They bought it back. Great. They bought it back. Now they want to say, oh, it's not us, it's not us. Who tell you to go and buy it back? And then when you guys bought it back, it skyrocketed because of what you guys did. And you want to come and say, oh, it's not us, it's not us. Best you sell it. Best you sell it.
DOMLEC has this issue. I intervened to help because it became a national issue. I mobilized resources. I brought in Venezuelans there to look at the hydro plant.
But sir, isn't all that happening under your steed? Because DOMLEC was operating before and these problems wasn't operating. I don't say it have different things that can happen in nature and, you know, less water and this kind of things there. But at the same time, you still have to ask yourself, what has the government done to stop these problems? When DOMLEC keeps complaining about, oh, low water usage and low water, there's not much water in the place, you know? There's not much water to keep these things going. What have you guys done to bring back the water? What? Nothing? Oh, okay.
Look at the diesel plant. They gave them a comprehensive report on the hydro plant. The president of Venezuela even offered to have these persons here in Dominica for a period of time. We went ahead and we advanced the purchase of the generators for the international airport. And we gave that to DOMLEC, brand new generators.
You didn't give it to them. You rented it to them, sir. What do you mean you give it to them? Huh? What do you mean you gave it to them, SKERRIT? Not you the other day that say that DOMLEC still has to pay. They haven't paid yet. But they still have to pay. Not you that said that, SKERRIT, maybe. I didn't hear you properly.
4.8 megawatt plant. And these people dragging their feet on this thing. I mean...
SKERRIT, well, sell it back if they're dragging it. Because it's not helping the people at all. Besides, you spend how much millions of dollars for geothermal. And up to now, we yet to see a bulb light. We don't see no bulb light. Have you seen bulb light? I haven't seen. I shouldn't say we. Maybe some of all you have seen it. But I haven't seen it, brothers and sisters. I haven't seen it. Just like I need to touch. I need to see the light bulb. I have to touch the light bulb this time. I have to touch the airport, the international. I have to touch it. You see, with these hands, I have to touch it, man. I can be passing by it and I see it, I not believe in, because SKERRIT says so. At the airport, they have to touch it with my bare hands. I probably have to do a handstand in the airport. That would be something else right there. And maybe we'll do a handstand if the international airport comes in, brothers and sisters. I will do a handstand. Hopefully I don't follow my face. But with the light bulb, brothers and sisters, from the geothermal, I have to see it. Yes. I don't want to see it on TV. No. I want to see it face to face. Face to face. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever this song is going, brothers and sisters. Anyways, let's continue.
And what, you know, they're dragging their feet on this thing.
SKERRIT, you don't really think some of us foolish, boy.
If we had this 4.8 generator up, we shouldn't be having, we will not be having load shedding.
Also, you know it's load shedding we having. So why does DOMLEC want to come and say about load management and they want to take it out? They think replacing load shedding with load management will somehow make the people not really feel that is load shedding that happening. And SKERRIT, you are 100% responsible for that. 100. You should have left DOMLEC where it was. And another thing I thought, something that popped in my mind, I'm really 100% sure about it, brothers and sisters. But on the basis of that, I am thinking of if DOMLEC had DOMLEC back in the day that was under a different company, DOMLEC would have probably been sharing well, the company that had DOMLEC would probably be sharing the load, and as a result of sharing the load amongst, you know, it's extra, maybe that company had other companies in different places, and as a result of that, certain places was doing much better than the others, and as a result was able to mitigate costs as a result of the home or the host company, I would have to say. The host company, the parent company. I'm just maybe speculating. So, and DOMLEC wasn't doing well as a result of the associations with the other companies of other places doing well. They were able to mitigate or lessen the cost. But as a result, since DOMLEC go back to SKERRIT, government of Dominica, we are in that predicament right there where the people are consistently suffering. Consistently, consecutively, back to back, and consistently. That is something else right there.
So understand how I can get upset sometimes when these things happen. And then who do they blame?
SKERRIT, that's you who. We blame SKERRIT. We only blaming SKERRIT for it. Don't blame DOMLEC. We just look at other people. Just like I said, if you see the police officers coming forward when people trying to do what they call that, peaceful protests and so forth, don't blame the police. It's not the police to blame. It's the people that making the people go and send these people to harass the people to blame. Now you blame the people who have gone there and are misusing their authority. You know, you blame those people for misusing the authority there. But you don't blame everybody for coming there, because it's not they that send themselves there. They're obeying, you know. They are being obedient.
And then nobody in DOMLEC is speaking to the public. You blame me.
Because you are the one to blame, SKERRIT. Why should DOMLEC come when you are the one who bought DOMLEC? You don't want to, you, with Dennis Charles coming and say that an injustice has been done. It is very clear that no one injustice is being done to the people, and it's caused by you, SKERRIT. You, starboy of stupidity.
After I have done all what I shouldn't have done.
Amen. SKERRIT admitted that he shouldn't have bought DOMLEC. He admitted it. Let me bring it back. You probably miss it. Some of all you skipping my videos.
Speaking to the public.
Talk to us.
You blame me.
Yeah, you should be blamed.
After I have done all what I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it, SKERRIT. You shouldn't have bought DOMLEC. You shouldn't. That is the point. You have to take every single bit of blame. 150 million% of the blame goes to you.
It's a private company.
It's not a private company. How the government buying a private company? How is the government buying a private company? Somebody help me understand that there. Help me. Especially when the private company is being run by IRC, a government board that is then under SKERRIT's them watch. Why you think the former manager of DOMLEC had to resign? She had to resign, and she's doing the same work in another country, getting paid way more for sure.
Somebody didn't want to cut government lights.
Then to cut government light? SKERRIT, who you telling that there? Then to cut government light? So only that generator, SKERRIT? If they cut all the light? SKERRIT?
Okay. So why, when you have problems, you pass into the Prime Minister?
Because you not buy DOMLEC. Simple.
You're a private company. You're registered under the you're registered on the Eastern Caribbean Securities Market.
Okay, but you buy back DOMLEC. Interesting.
You were registered under the Companies Act of Dominica.
That's nice. But you buy DOMLEC.
You're not a state-owned company. The government has shares.
Oh, you guys have the shares, the majority shares, SKERRIT. Okay.
Majority shares, and luckily we have majority shares because
yeah, and that means you pretty much control DOMLEC. Duh.
the situation will be worse. Could have been worse.
What you say?
But could have been worse.
How it can be worse, SKERRIT? How can it possibly get worse when the people are paying high prices and you guys are going to increase DOMLEC fees on people in December? So how can it get worse? When it just do a no light, that's the only way it can get worse with. When it do a no light. But the more and more people they trying you more and more fees all you put on the people is less and less. The same thing that happening with Dowasco. Less and less fees are going towards the people. Less and less usage is going to the people.
But it is not for me to be addressing the public on a private company matter.
But you have the majority shares, SKERRIT. You just admitted that. And you say you shouldn't have done it. I agree. I agree with you, SKERRIT. You shouldn't have done it at all.
When you have staff, and when I speak, so many people take offense to what I say.
Nobody taking offense. We agree with you. You made a mistake. Bring back DOMLEC where it is. In fact, sell DOMLEC. Sell all these shares for free. If you cannot sell it for free, sell it at 0.50 cents. No, that's too much. Sell it at 0.10 cents a share. Sell it to whoever buying it, brothers and sisters. Hopefully the people have other companies associated so they can help the cost of DOMLEC.
But they don't appreciate that.
Appreciate what? You bringing up expenses on people?
I'm being unfairly criticized and held responsible for things I have no control over. I have no responsibility for.
SKERRIT, SKERRIT doesn't give it to me. SKERRIT, how you mean you have no control? You don't buy it. You buy back them shares. The majority shares, SKERRIT, you don't buy it. Therefore, you have majority, you have the biggest say in DOMLEC. You can say DOMLEC shut down now and it's shutting down because you have the majority stake. Oh, SKERRIT. And you wonder why people vex.
But when people have their small businesses and people have their hotels and people have their little shops and they have their stuff, the drinks and the chicken and the fish in their little fridge or ice.
Look at how SKERRIT can spin. I tell you, watch.
Ice cream.
I already know where you're going.
And you just take lights from them and you're telling them when you're going to bring it back. First of all, you're telling them when you're taking it, how much of them when you're going to bring it back.
True. I agree.
Understand the consternation of the people.
Yes.
Understand why the people are upset.
Now imagine SKERRIT telling the people, now hypothetically speaking, brothers and sisters, now imagine SKERRIT telling the people that the reason why there's no factories or very little factories, if any factories at all in Dominica, is because of the high cost of electricity that he's now putting on the very people and saying, well, what if we don't have electricity, brothers and sisters, to handle? He's still, boy, SKERRIT, you're good, you good, you're real good, my brother, you're real good. Imagine SKERRIT would ever tell people in front an opening of an airport that. Imagine. You know? I'm not saying it happened, you know, brothers and sisters. I'm just saying to imagine if such a thing were to happen. Come in and tell the people, oh, you know, the reason why we don't have factories is because of the high cost of DOMLEC. And then you add in on the people of DOMLEC. Well, I know why you adding on the people of DOMLEC, you know, because you guys are not making much money out there, according to the CBI. Although we've seen the 2024 report over, I think it's 5,000 people that obtained the passports and stuff, which is rather interesting. But, you know, that's another topic right there. We leave that alone.
And I just feel that in this country that people have to be held accountable. You can't only hold the Prime Minister accountable in this country.
We don't hold you accountable yet, no, sir. We want you to be accountable on your own. Because the people have been trying to hold you accountable, but for some reason or the other, you always manage to slip through the cracks, you know? But hopefully the court situation involving the CBI will then bring you to some interesting mannerisms when we have found out what has happened to that monies and where that money is going. Keep in mind, SKERRIT, it's not just one set of people. It's not the court people from Trinidad you see on that case, you know. There are multiple other people involved. I think over 7, from my understanding, 7 additional people came on board onto that situation right there. 7. And that is just within the Caribbean. What about the associations from around the world that is following Dominica and the corruption that has been happening overseas that is then tied to Dominica? You guys know of the different banks that Dominicans don't know about in Dominica? You guys know about that? You know about the offshore banks that are in Dominica? Some of them closed down. Maybe because of the corresponding situation. You know about that? Oh, no? Okay. I don't know about it.
And there's a problem. Everybody wants to hide being a prime minister. We can't hide everybody being a president. We have to call people out.
Yeah, and we're calling you out, SKERRIT. Sell DOMLEC for 1 cent, please. Sell all the shares. Send it back to a company that has multiple companies so that Dominicans can finally feel some relief from what you have caused to them, SKERRIT. How on earth you think it's somebody else that needs to take blame? How you figure that out?
Call them out.
SKERRIT.
And let them be held responsible. Unless we do that in Dominica, we won't get where we really should be getting.
I just figure the same way about Maria and all those kind of things. They were scared. You know, back in the day when they didn't have Erica and Maria, he used to be in United Workers' Party, even though they have been in power for quite a number of years. They blame in United Workers' Party until Erica happened and then until Maria happened, and they went, oh, the situation is happening. 20 years, brothers and sisters. As if other countries have not faced hurricanes before and have bounced back. Bahamas! You guys who watch my videos know how Bahamas looked? Miss Hammy. Okay. No, Dominica is one of the worst places when it comes down to the economic standing. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is above Dominica, man. St. Vincent has a $1.1 billion economy, from my understanding. I remember when SKERRIT was saying back in the day that Dominica is a $1 billion economy. I think it was 1.5, but today it's 600 and something million.
Because once you hold somebody else for somebody else's responsibility, then that person will never do his work diligently.
Yeah, like you, SKERRIT, like you.
Because it's not me, blame SKERRIT.
But you have to take all the blame, SKERRIT. You that buy DOMLEC. You that regulating, you that have your regulatory board. Oh, I need to... Guys, if you're watching that video, it'd be interesting for me to have a podcast with the former manager. The former manager, it'd be nice to have a podcast with the former manager of DOMLEC. We can talk about a few things, man. Oh, yes. One of the questions I'll ask her, is SKERRIT involved in the regulations of DOMLEC? And then we can speculate and say this and that, this and that. Obviously, when you look at the whole situation, the government is above the IRC and so forth and so forth. You know? But we have to ask the question directly. It would be nice to find some direct answers, wouldn't it?
It's not right. And we have to be more respectful in this country, people. The citizens of Dominica have to be respected.
The citizens have to be respectful when only put in more fees and yet still all increasing all your salaries, and the citizens have to bear the blunt.
Irrespective of your station in life. And these things, from an ideological, philosophical standpoint, I do not like these things.
SKERRIT, you are the one. You fully to blame. I want to ring it in all your head. Let me say it again. SKERRIT, you are fully 150 times 150 billion% responsible. You should have left DOMLEC where it was.
We bought it for you. You haven't even paid us for it. We don't even pay us for it. I gave you a generator, 1 megawatt from the stadium. DOMLEC hasn't given us $1 for it yet.
For it yet? Are you admitting that they're renting it from you guys? So you didn't give it to them. You're only pushing back the cost. And sometimes when you push back the cost, brothers and sisters, if there's interest on that, that means they are going to capital. I don't know if that's the case, you know. But I'm just telling you, when you give somebody something for rent and the person hasn't paid you yet, there's a possibility that you could add interest on that. And that means that person has to pay you more than just renting the capacity of the generator that you give to them. True or false? All right.
What else you may do?
Sell DOMLEC.
Their salaries are 3 times mine.
SKERRIT. You saying that DOMLEC people's salaries is 3 times yours? SKERRIT. SKERRIT.
So I must do my work and still do yours?
SKERRIT, you're doing your work.
And you're sitting there?
You're doing work for you. Sorry, you're doing your work, you know, but you're doing your work for yourself. This is why you're building the bigger mansion in Mount Daniel.
And then people gonna say, well, SKERRIT criticizes, SKERRIT criticizes. But wait.
People don't saying that SKERRIT. People put the blame on you, not about criticizing. You can talk all the foolish shit you're talking there. 100 of the blame goes to SKERRIT.
Where you guys will hold me responsible for things that are my responsibility?
They're waiting for you to take the blame so they can finally decide to do something about it.
And in that case, this matter. Then I
accept the blame that is rightfully yours.
I must speak the truth to people.
You're not speaking the truth. You're just telling lies. SKERRIT, who is the other prime minister that lied more than you? Who? I cannot think of another prime minister that lies more than SKERRIT. Well, there's Kamala, but she's not in the vicinity again. And Biden. Hunter Biden. Let me leave that alone. YouTube, mind me, please.
I have to start calling out people. Once I start doing that, then I'll just be held responsible for everything that goes wrong in the country.
You do call out no name yet. The only name you call out is your own name. You don't call nobody name but your name, SKERRIT. So you're right, you're calling out names. And call it nice.
When I would have done all what I am supposed to do. And people are sitting down. And they read in the comments and they won't say, well, it's not SKERRIT.
It's you. This is the end of the video, guys. This is all I got right there. But yes, SKERRIT is you. Okay? It's you. Brothers and sisters, if you disagree with me, let me know. And tell me why you disagree with what I'm saying right there. SKERRIT is full blame. Full blame, brothers and sisters. Nobody else but SKERRIT. Because Dennis self put the blame on you. Dennis, let me see what she say. It's not me that's saying things, you know, brothers and sisters. You read that? I read it away. Let me read it again before I go, brothers and sisters. The day that our electricity company was sold for a penny was one of the saddest days in Dominica. The Suffrage constituency congratulates the Prime Minister, not the government of Dominica, but the Prime Minister for correcting the injustice to Dominica. Promise made, promise delivered. And he's destroying the people. So the Prime Minister, according to your minister, is saying, so the minister, according to the minister, according to the minister, is saying that you are responsible for buying back DOMLEC and therefore putting Dominicans in the utter irrevocable chaos that it is in today. Okay, guys, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Tomorrow is Christmas. I don't think I'm dropping a video on Christmas time. I might make a vlog or something. We'll see how that goes right there. But of course, brothers and sisters, Merry Christmas goes out to every single one of you guys. All the Mystelics family right there. Appreciate from the heart. Straight from the heart, brothers and sisters. That's all right known. My heart is this side. All right? I think so. Yes, my heart is this side, brothers and sisters. Take care of your heart, brothers and sisters. Hold strong in the fight against the very leaders who we have elected to do things on our behalf. Yet still, apparently, they seem to be working against us. Usually, when you think of leaders, you will eventually, good leaders will definitely put more money in your pocket. True or false? Is that the case in Dominica? You guys will let me know right there. It's about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real. Don't forget. Click the like button if you understand it. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification by clicking the bell after you subscribe, brothers and sisters, so you'll be notified when I upload my videos right there. If you want to definitely see more, subscribe, brothers and sisters. And with that said right there, be real, solid king always. Your boy Mystelics. Be positive.